Welcome back to Seed Time and Harvest. We are here again with my dehydrator, and I hope you got yours. You did, right? Let me know in the comment section which one you got, because today we're going to get into it. We will be dehydrating some fruits, apples in particular. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to do, just a little bit of prep work, and the result is going to be amazing. So here I have a lemon with me, and I have a few apples. Here I have a fruit peeler and a knife. I have the lemon because when I dehydrate apples, I want them to maintain the color as much as possible. So I just have a bowl with some water, and I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice in my bowl. It's going to prevent my apples from going dark. When you dehydrate apples, yes, you can do it with the skin on. So you can just cut your apples up once you've cored it and dehydrate with the skin, but it's a little bit chewy. I don't like the texture of the skin, nor does my children. When I do it with the skin, they rarely eat it. So what I do is I get my fruit peeler and I just peel the apple, and it's very simple, it's very easy, doesn't take a lot of time, and I will just show you how it's done. So get your fruit peeler, remove the peel of your apple. If you don't mind the texture of the apple peel, go ahead and just cut it up, get it in your machine. But if you do have a problem with that texture thing, go ahead and remove the skin. You want to make sure your apples are nice, good quality. Of course, you will not know what the inside looks like until you cut into it. But make sure you don't have a lot of blemishes on your apple, because you're storing it for at least 6 months. You want to make sure that you have good quality fruits. All right, so I'm just going to remove the seeds, remove any part of the apple that's not edible, and I'm going to slice it in my water. Okay, when you slice your apple, you want to make thin, even slices, because the way you slice it, that will determine how evenly your slices will dehydrate. So make sure that you are getting even slices. They're really thin, so it doesn't take a long time to dehydrate. And once you do that, we're gonna just soak them for a little bit, and then I will show you how I stack my trays. All right, so you can come back when we're done. All right, so here I have my apples all cut up, really thinly sliced. If you're not certain of your knife skills, don't cut them with the blade towards your finger. Make sure you use a cutting board. But old habits die hard, and I've been doing this for a long time. So I just want to coat my apples with the lemon juice really well. I'm going to shake off the excess liquid and just evenly lay them out on my tray. All right, so I'm not going to pack them on top of each other. I'm going to make sure that they have good amount of spacing so that as they dehydrate, it can be done evenly. Okay. Now, you may be asking, what are some things that I should dehydrate? What are some things I should not dehydrate? When it comes on to what you should dehydrate, I mean, all your fruits can be dehydrated. Bananas, apples, you can even do grapes. Take a long time, but you can make raisins. You can do oranges to make tea. You can make lemon, dehydrated lemons to make tea. Pineapples, you name it, okay? And it's very easy on the go if you want to have dehydrated fruits. I have children, and these are excellent snack. I can just pick up a mason jar with apples or fruit roll-ups or plums or even pear, and I'll take it on the go with me, you know, and it's mess-free and it's very convenient. So the opportunities are endless. In terms of things that you should not dehydrate, anything that has a high fat content that will cause it to spoil rather quickly, those things should not be dehydrated. But again, your fruits won't fall into that category. So you see how my tray is stacked? I have space between my apple slices. Everything is evenly spaced, and I'll simply just remove the cover of my dehydrator. Unlike the Kasori, this one you have to remove the actual cover. Kasori allows you to just open the door. So you just remove the cover, plug it in, okay? So I'm gonna do the same thing for the remainder of my apples. And if you don't have all the fruits to cover a particular tray, you can even mix them, okay? I have a extra slice of lemon that I'm gonna put on here. When I'm done, I'll just cut up the lemon slice, put it on the top. So it's very simple, okay? It doesn't take a lot of time. The prep work takes the most time. Once I'm done, I'm gonna plug it in my dehydrator and time will do the rest. Within 8 to 10 hours, my apples will be crisp and I will be able to store those in a mason jar, put in my pantry, ready for me to use when we're on the go. All right, and I have extra space there. I also like to dehydrate lemons and oranges, especially if you like tea. If you make tea, you want to put a slice of lemon in your tea. This is not cutting even, but you can dehydrate lemon slices. If you want to get lemon zest, you can peel your lemons and also dehydrate the peel. I mean, they're not pretty, but it'll work. I don't take out the seed. Eventually the seeds will be removed and that's it. Okay, I just plug that in my dehydrator. I'll turn it on. The setting is there for fruits and vegetables. Okay, so the fruits is gonna be 135 degrees. All right, so once my tray is in, I'm just gonna turn on my dehydrator and you'll hear the fan come on. You can actually feel the heat coming out. I'll just return the cover to the dehydrator. Occasionally you can go in after a couple of hours, check to see how things are drying, making sure things are even. But unlike the stackable variety, I don't need to rotate them. And it's that simple. If you have anything really, really small that you want to dehydrate, raisins or cherries or whatever it is, you want to put them on a smaller mesh, or you can get parchment paper, cut your parchment, put it on top of the mesh, plug it in your dehydrator. You can get to the fruit roll-up trays, the silicone sheets that you can plug in so you can make your own fruit roll-ups, and we're just gonna let it work. Again, I like to do this overnight because while I'm sleeping, the dehydrator is doing all the work. All right, it's a very simple process. It does not take a lot of your time, so you should never be too busy to store food. All right, it's very simple. And I'm going to bring you back to show you what apple crisps will look like, what apple chips will look like. See you shortly. There's so many uses that you can put this dehydrator to in terms of preserving in your kitchen. You can make onions. You can dehydrate onions and then later grind it up to make onion powder. That's a very cost-effective way to use things that you're even growing in your garden. You can extend your harvest. If you have a lot of herbs, parsley, cilantro, even greens, kale, collards, you can dehydrate those. You can put them in your season jar so you don't have to go out and purchase seasoning. Now again, foods that you should not dehydrate, anything that's high in fat, your avocados, your olives, these things, nuts, cheese, these things should not be used in the dehydrator because of the fat content. However, you can make your kale dip in sauce, cheese. You can dehydrate those and those will be very delicious. All right, other things to consider when you're dehydrating. Again, even slicing will affect the time it will take for you to dry your food. So making sure that there is a good consistency in the size of your veggies, the size of your slices. If it's not, then it will just take a little bit more. All right, in terms of the moisture, it will not be as consistent with drying. So you just leave it in for a couple more minutes. No need to worry. If when everything is done, you turn off your dehydrator, you will feel it. If it feels crispy, there is no moisture, then you know you're good. You may want to make sure that your hands are not wet when you're touching anything coming out of your dehydrator because you do not want to reintroduce moisture. Similarly, your mason jars, you want to make sure that those have been sterilized. They're dry, there is no humidity in your jars so that no moisture will be getting into your food to cause it to mold or go bad in any way. Okay? Air and heat is what's circulating inside this chamber, getting our apples as well as other fruits that we have going to make it shelf stable for you in a way that is very easy, grab and go convenience. That's what we're looking for. All right, so I've gone ahead and I have loaded my dehydrator with apples previously. So I'm just going to show you what the finished product will look like, as well as some additional items that we have in our dehydrator. So here on this tray, I have lemon slices that I've been dehydrating. Again, I love lemon slices because when I make tea, even peppermint tea, dropping a slice of lemon in your tea makes a world of difference. On this tray, I have more lemon. I have carrots. I like to powder my veggies when I dehydrate. So I will dehydrate some carrots and then later powder it where I can use it in smoothies, shakes, sprinkle it in different fruits, or even oatmeal, so you can get a different flavor and the children will be able to get their veggies without knowing that they're getting their veggies. So it's not deception, is it? No, but it's good because children need to eat their veggies, but masking the flavor, especially in things that they like. We have additional apples, oranges, and bananas. I like dehydrated bananas because you get that crispy note. And here are the apples, really crisp to the touch. You can tell that they're evenly dry. I'm not seeing any there that's not dried. And simply what I will do is I will just open my mason jar and I will plug it in. And you can tell that I just open this and touch everything by hand because it's not hot, okay? It's not hot, it's just warm air. It's 135 degrees of air circulating in the machine, so it's not hot. All right, so I'm just gonna get it and drop them in my mason jar. And it's very easy to remove from this sheet. It doesn't really stick. Okay, and even for those, I find tomatoes stick a little bit, but it's not bad to where it's hard for you to remove it. Okay. And it's not brown. The color is still look attractive. And I will just keep this. My children will go in and they'll take out what they need and they'll enjoy. When you put it in, just leave it open for a few minutes so that any hot air will come out of the jar before you seal it, okay? And that's it. It's very simple. Isn't that easy? You can do it. I mean, you do it in your sleep. It's that simple. It's very effective, again, saving time, saving money. If you are able to buy things that are on sale, you take it home, prep it, put it in your dehydrator, let it work while you're sleeping, and then you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right, so I have plenty more videos coming up just to show you what are some things that we can dehydrate, the top 10 items that I have that have been dehydrated in my pantry. I'll show you how I use them, and I hope you put your dehydrator to use. Okay, don't forget, tell me what brand you got, tell me why you choose it, and even tell me what you will be dehydrating. All right, I thank you so much for joining me on Seed Time and Harvest as we go through this journey of preserving food for a time of crisis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Happy dehydrating.